Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation, and I am in the Gogg in an extra situation battle. This is kind of an interesting situation battle. It's one of the extra situations are always matched sides, so whether you're Federation or Zeon, it's a set of 5 mobile suits, and they match. And the 5 mobile suits for this round are the Gogg, which I'm in, the Zagok Commander type, which Avocado Zala is in, the Zogok, which the person capping is in, the Juag, which is a support type and ugly. I mean, even among Zeon Amphibious mobile suits, it's ugly. And an Agi. Now, here's where I get stubborn and decide to just trade shots with the Juag, but the Juag has missiles, which have better range than mine, so that's not good. Also, again, the Gogg may not be susceptible to stun attacks, but knockdowns will knock it down. So the Zogok presents a unique challenge for the Gogg. So I have to be very careful and pick my targets, and as usual with the Gogg, find a way to close without taking all the damage forever. Missed with that. Missed with the beams. Need to get out of the way. Somebody's already lost their mobile suit and is headed for the central point. Understandable. I don't think... Okay, maybe it does stun. I'm not sure. Somebody else's attack may have stunned. Either way, I move in on the Juag and I try to get it killed, but it did not happen. It was already invincible. So, luckily, my melee swing and its pitiful tackle did not sync up, so I did not get counter-tackled. And then, since I knew it couldn't counter-tackle again, I just started swinging, and it worked. They killed that, so no harm done there. And luckily, I recognize what a Gogg's going to do, because there's only so many things a Gogg can do when it's charging, so I managed to get that guy on counter-tackle. Now's where I start playing stupider. You see, I could have just walked up the slope on the far side and went and gotten that point. The goal was to take the checkpoint and repair the Gogg, because it's kind of weak at the moment. I did not get either of these things done. So Zogok boomerangs coming around the side. I decide, since I am weak, to take cover here and try and jump up here to help them with that mobile suit. But guess what? The Gogg can't make this jump either. Isn't that great? If I'd had my beams active, I probably could have fired while jumping, but I did not. So I decided to go after the Zogok. I redlined my thrusters, which was dumb. I got a shot in on it, but it punched me, which knocked me down and then killed me. So that's my first Gogg down. I think I go through 2. Luckily, it respawns relatively quickly. And, you know, it's nice not to have to fight a Gundam and a gun tank and a gun cannon with the thing. So many things with very long-range attacks that you rarely ever get a chance to really get going unless, you know, they screw up and give you a good opportunity. So, he tackled me again. Also, the Gogg really lacks in terms of thrusters. So, yeah, I got the Juag twice. But yeah, the Gogg is difficult to use even against slightly more favorable opponents, which I would classify this team as being. The Zogok is the biggest problem. Okay, it was in the invincibility. That didn't do any good. Torpedo went nowhere. Beams? Nope, no beams. And just waiting for a good shot, of which that was not. But luckily I did not stun anyone. I think the Gogg's torpedoes stun. I can't guarantee it, but I think they do. The beams do not. Which is weird because they have a very percussive sound effect and they act like they ought to, but they do not. See, a couple of good ripe targets over there if I can get it done. Which I don't believe I can. I get stuck on the everything. Caught the Agi, I believe it was. Beams. Beams. I could let those recharge, but I wasn't thinking of it. And I believe there's the Zagok S. Which I decided to just charge, because what else am I going to do? Missed my lunge. Thrusters are redlined. And by the time I get anything else done, I am surrounded. So I believe I just decided to jump ship at some point, because there's really not too much more I can do. Yeah, that's right. First I spend a lot of time like cowering behind here because I'm one shot away from death, so that's not good. Being one shot away from death is never good. I'm just waiting for an opportunity to hop out and make with the iron nails, and I believe I've found it. Missed my tackle, and yeah, this is when I ditch because I know the Zogock's more mobile and it's going to kill me before I can do anything. Tagged it with my bazooka, and I pretty much spend the entire rest of the match just doing the float and flare, because what else am I going to do? I was actually hoping someone might kill me so I could respawn in my Gogg, but they could never get it done. So I just tried to stun lock as many things as possible and prove some kind of use to the team. And sometimes I get it done and sometimes I don't. Can't really stun things from behind is the thing. Not with the flash grenades. With the tiny little bazooka, yes. Yeah, as you can see, they have to be looking at it because you're basically, blinding their main camera. So otherwise it doesn't take. And the Gogg is gone. I threw that flash for no good reason. I threw that flash for no good reason. Bazooka ready. I dipped down a little bit so I could get the Zogock. Stunned it. Stunned it again. Stunned it again. Bazooka'd it. And I think our team gets it in a second. Yeah. I actually got an assist on that, which is pretty good. And 50-something seconds left. And I was thinking about heading in there to try and spawn, but then I realized there's very little useful I can actually do. So I stopped by the ag eye and stunned it so that the rest of the team could take care of it. Lobbed the flash to no avail. And when it blew up, I just made a beeline for B because there's nothing else I can do. I'm not going to spawn fast enough to do anything. Yeah, I apologize because there's just... I'm not doing anything particularly useful for the team. But, okay, thrusters are back being available, so... Had to zip up to get around the slope. And with less than 10 seconds left, I get there and I take the point and get a few points for myself before it's over. So, not my most dynamic stage, but we won by a factor of 2, so can't really sneeze at that. And I was of some use. I believe I score reasonably well despite spending minutes of this floating around in the air like a doofus. But yeah, there's a lot of fun situation battles this week, so if you haven't tried them yet, give it a shot, because there's some good stuff. There's this one, there's one for the Gunner Gundam and Hover Gems, there's one for the Gan Eos, which you can see on Seraphic Zero's channel. There's a Blue Destiny 2 and 3 stage, and also the Gundam Battle Operation Classic stage, so... Okay, it did come in last, but only by 5 points. I thought I scored better than that, but what the heck. I still pulled my weight despite floating in the air for most of it, so... Yeah, so there's a number of mobile suits you can get right now as rare drops, so good luck if you needed any of them. I got some of the heavy Gundam, that's nice to have. And I got a couple other things completed, and hopefully you will too. And if you log in 7 days in a row, there's a new medal which, after redeveloping your mobile suits, will give you an extra slot in each of the 3 channels. So, log in 7 days before the beginning of August, I believe, is how you do that. And it doesn't even have to be consecutive days. That's going to do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more Gundam Battle Operations. So, until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!